ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा। So I welcome all of you for today's session. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3rd, until we discussed chapter sloka number 12. We are seeing the general system given by the Lord. So for regular conduct of the society. In general, people are what? In general, people are being influenced by the potency of the Maya, that is avidya. So they are always in the ignorance, and mostly they are all affected by the passion and ignorance. So that's why, as a result of this, what this whole society, this whole material world, most of the time you will be finding people with passion and ignorance. So that's why naturally, what you can see in the society, they are all fruity workers. They want to enjoy their senses. This is obvious thing. But when they situated in the mode of goodness, then they can try for the liberation. When they get the association of the devotees, then they can become devotees. But without association of devotees, Jivatma cannot turn towards the Supreme Lord. But by doing the pious activities, Jivatma can try to get the liberation. So that's why liberation is possible. But without association of devotees, devotion is not at all possible. So, but naturally, what? They are all influenced by the passion and ignorance. They want sense gratification. Then we have to regulate this sense gratification. They should not do activities which is going to destroy this entire creation. No. So that's why, so they want to enjoy, let the give the system for them. What is the system? Devan bhavayatanena te deva bhavayantu vaha parasparam bhavayantas shreyah paramavapsyatha. Before that, सह यज्ञः प्रजा सृष्ट्वा पुरोवाच प्रजापतिः अनेन प्रसविष्यध्वमेष स्तोष्टिष्टा कामधुक्. Brahmaji created the bodies for these jivas, and also Brahmaji created yajnas. Yajnas are created. By this yajna, by performing the yajna, Jivatma can ishtakama, the whatever is desired by them, can be attained through that yajna. Ishta. Yajna is what? Ishtakama dhukku, which provides the desired one. That is known as yajna. So, Brahmaji told, my dear living entities, my dear people, you do this yajna and enjoy this. Get the result from that and enjoy. But don't do any abominable activities. Then that will throw them into that jivas into more and more ignorance, and they will get more and more suffering actually. So best. This is general system given to people. And also apart on top of this, these people, what they have to do? They have to worship demigods. They have to make the demigods happy. And also demigods will become happy and they will give to them whatever they desire. So this is even in the yajnas also, demigods are pleased. So by this, what will happen? People asking whatever they want from demigods by pleasing them. That means by doing the yajna for those demigods. So whatever the yajnas are created, those yajnas are used to please the certain demigods, and they will sanction whatever result is there for that yajna. So they will be sanctioning and people will be getting and enjoying. This is the karma kanda actually. At least society should be like this. Whatever they want to do sense gratification, they should do through the Shastra Vihita Karma. This is a minimum I require actually. Minimum means minimum. If society is not following this, then they are in the very, very low position actually. Their consciousness is very low. Doing the non prescribed activities and trying to do sense gratification means they are making this whole world hell actually. Like in the present situation, society means people are making it hell. Like a small boy, if he is handed over with the kitchen, a small boy, less than 5 years, 4 years boy, what he will do? All the kitchen access is given. Can he prepare anything nice for? Is it possible? It is not. He will bring out all this material, that material, and make it pile, and then he'll stamp on it, and he'll throw it, and he'll put it in the sink, and he'll put water, and he'll put sand, and everything, and he will enjoy. He's enjoying or not? That child is enjoying, and but what he's doing? He is enjoying in the mode of ignorance because real enjoyment what properly using those commodities, grains, properly cook it and take. That is the real enjoyment, proper enjoyment. But they are, but he is out of ignorance because he doesn't know how to cook. Means he is ignorant. That ignorant boy, he just using all those different items in the kitchen just in a destructive way. No more you can further use properly. So now this scientific era and scientists all are ignorant boys, small little boys. In front of Shastra, they are all ignorant people actually. Whoever is knowing Shastra, he is the one having the real knowledge. Whoever is not knowing the prescribed duties by the Shastra, there are ignorant people. And now, then what? That boy has to be corrected. His understanding has to be corrected. Similarly, this scientific is just they are misusing all the resources of the nature and trying to enjoy. They are trying to enjoy, but they are getting the lot reactions from the Prakriti, nature. So who is going to correct them? This Krishna conscious movement is going to correct them actually. So devotees are not just doing only that I will chant 24 hours and I will do my sadhana and I will go back. That should be there in every Jivatma's case. Every devotee should practice like that, but also they should work in the society to set an example. Like our previous acharyas, like Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, Pandavas, Parikshit, all these acharyas, they're all acharyas actually, great devotees. So we have to follow in their footsteps and we set an example and we should correct this society. This society has to be corrected in a so that people at least they should follow Shastra to live on this earth planet. This is the expected actually. Golden era will begin like this. It will be like this. Actually, another 10,000 years it will be like that. Everything will be in the right situation. So one should satisfy demigods to get whatever he wants. And after getting that, he has to offer to them back. Then what will happen? Then, by offering to them, he will be not a thief. Without offering to them, if he takes away, then he is the thief. So that's why to offer to not only demigods, whatever we are getting, we are dependent on many. We are dependent on Vedas. We are dependent on Pitru Devatas. Because to get this body, Pitru Devatas are reason, a cause. And we are dependent on Devatas. We are dependent on living entities. We are dependent on our relatives and so on, so our neighbors, other people in this society. So that's why one should satisfy them by doing yajna for them also. Brahma yajna and Pitru yajna and Homa and Bhuta yajna and Dru yajna. Like this, all these yajnas are to be done. So that is human society. This kind of society is human society. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted not just an human society. He wanted to establish the Daiva Varnashrama Dharma, which is targeting towards the pure devotional service. In general human society, people work based upon the Shastra and get the things and they enjoy. They are the karmis actually. But that is a basic beginning of the human society. But best human society means people all are working, not just worshiping the demigods. They worship Vishnu or Krishna. They worship Krishna and they get whatever and they worship for purpose to please Krishna only. And they try to develop pure devotion by hearing his glories. And such a society is Daiva Varnashrama society. And once they reach to the pure devotional platform, then they are perfected in the Daiva Varnashrama. Then they can, that is the perfection of the Daiva Varnashrama. If the result of Daiva Varnashrama Dharma is situating of the individual into the pure devotional platform, then that is success. Then that person, that practitioner is going to chant or do the direct devotional service 24 hours. Even externally, he might be performing the Varna and Ashrama activities, but his consciousness has to be situated in doing direct devotional service. That kind of society is wanted by our acharyas. So that kind of society has to be established. That is the goal of this movement. Krishna conscious movement is inaugurated by who? By Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 500 years back. So all this, whatever you are seeing, is so many philosophies and so many big people and personalities, all are nothing actually. They are all just an ignorant people, ignorant boy in front of Shastra. In front of Vedic knowledge, they are just an ignorant people. So that is not, if by seeing their leadership, you should not get fear actually. You should not feel that, oh, such a big people. No, they are not big. Who is big? Whoever knows Shastra, whoever follows Shastra, he is big. So after that we discussed 13, we should discuss. Yajna शिष्टाशिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषैः भुञ्जते ते त्वघां पापं भुञ्जते ते त्वघं पापा ये पचन्त्यात्मकारणात्. So after doing the yajna, that means karma. Here yajna is karma. If they do their yajna and whatever the result is coming from that yajna, are without offering to that particular demigod, if he takes, or without doing that five kinds of yajnas, that means satisfying the devatas, satisfying the pitru devatas, satisfying the other living entities, and so on. So then that is what? That is a sin. That is sin. So that's why one what has to do, he has to perform that five yajnas, and whatever is remaining, that he has to accept. Like example, mm, to become one to sinless, what he has to do? Whenever he is going to eat, first of all, he has to offer that to various living entities, relatives, and after that, that means he cooked some food, and that food has to be offered to the first beggars, relatives, that means guests, and also to other living entities, and offered to the respective demigods, and then whatever is remaining, that they should take. By taking this, one will become sinless. This is a general system, basic system. But when one is coming in contact with the devotees, sadhus, devotees, then what he has to do? He has to offer everything to the Krishna. Because यथा तरोर्मूलनिषेचनेन तृप्यन्ति तस्याका भुजोपस्कन्धाः. What Shastra is saying? Shastra is saying, like if you want to feed a tree, what do you have to do? So you want to give water to a tree, you don't need to give water to its leaves, branches, stems, and so on. So you just put water in its root. Similarly, if you want to please devatas, pitru devatas, living entities, and also atidis, guests, so and so. You should do what? You should offer to the Lord. By offering to the Lord, everyone will be satisfied. So this is the consciousness. This is the higher actually. It's a higher consciousness. So that means once one coming in contact with the devotees, now he doesn't need to do any demigod worship. There is no need to worship and offer or doing the any pitru yajna, and there is no need of the homa and these things. These are all not necessary for the devotees because they already reached the higher stage. So that's why in the Daiva Varnashrama society, there is no demigod worship. In that Varnashrama, there is no. But in the general Varnashrama, yes, demigod worship will be there. But we are interested in Daiva Varnashrama, which is not which is not advocating the principles which are against the pure devotional service. No. So, which is not going, this Daiva Varnashrama is not going to do that. So, why we have to do these 5 yajnas? If we don't do these 5 yajnas, we will be getting the sin from 5 things. That sin cannot be stopped. Pancha sunascha smrityukta kandini peshani chulli udakambi cha marjini pancha suna grahastasya tabihi swargam na viddati. Because a grahastha is going to get sin because of 5 things. Kandini, Peshini, Chulli, Udakambi, and Marjini. So, like when you are sweeping with the broomstick, living entities are dying. And when you fill the water in a pot, in a vessel, some living entities are dying. When you chakki, so when you are using the chakki to get the atta, some living entities are dying. And when you husk, to make the husk, to get the grains from the paddy, so rice, so you'll be using the what? Rods. So nowadays machines came actually. But they are going to give you even more sin actually. So that is also, while doing that, some kind of living entities are dying. Like this, many, that means unknowingly sin is happening. So one to relieve from this sin, he has to do 5 different kinds of the yajnas, what I said before. And he has to accept the remnant of that yajna, like Bhuta yajna. That means offering food to the Bhutas. And Pitru yajna you don't need to do every day. It is done in 6 months in 6 months. Bhuta yajna rose every day you should do. And Atidhi yajna, that means serving the guest. That is whenever guests come, then only you should do. So that's why these 5 yajnas are not necessary that every day you should do. And the Deva yajna also, when there is devatas, so yeah, you did the homa for the devatas. So there you are worshipping the devatas. So like this, that is the Deva yajna. So these yajnas and Brahma yajna is every day it is done. So these yajnas are there as per the situation you should do. By doing this, you will be relieved from the sin from the 5 things. Kandini, Peshini, Chulli, Udakambi, Chamajani, Panchasuna, Grahastasya, Tavis Swargam na Vidyati. So by doing this, one will be relieved from sin. Basic system is explained. But if we come to the point of the devotees, so he is living to become pure devotee. And that's why gradually he changes all his activities only to please the Krishna. He will leave any kind of sense gratification. So instead of becoming the Sakama, he will try to become Bhakti Matra Kama and try to make every activity to please Krishna only. Even sitting, standing, walking, everything he try to offer to Krishna. So such a consciousness. So devotees community develop like that. And this is in general society. In Bhagavad Gita is said. Next what is said? Annad bhavanti bhutani parjanyadanna sambhavaha yagnad bhavati parjanyo yagna karma samudbhavaha. So how these living entities are surviving in this material world? How they survive in these bodies? How the living entities can survive in this body? So that is being said. They cannot survive by just earning the money. No. So if you think that living entities can survive just by earning money, then that is wrong understanding actually. That is not right understanding. So then the survival of living entity can happen by having the anna. Annad bhavanti bhutani. So food is the cause for our survival, not the money. But now that means the whole consciousness of the society is in production of the food, not the production of money. Now the present consciousness of the people is what? How to earn money. Earning money is not the really the need of the existence of the society. Money is created by you and me, but to maintain this body, to keep this soul in this body, what is needed? The really needed thing is food actually. So that's why we need to produce the food. And how that food comes? Annad bhavanti bhutani. That means all the bodies of the living entities are maintained by the food, and that food is coming from anna. Sorry, from parjanya. Parjanya anna sambhavaha. So from the rains, only thing is now we are putting because of the sin is increasing, so rains are getting reduced. Rains are getting reduced, and we are getting more and more problems. 1 second. Hmm. Hmm. अन्नात् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यात् अन्न संभवः यज्ञात् भवति पर्जन्यो यज्ञः कर्म समुद्भवः when we Then rains are giving the food, and here one more point is mentioned. How Anna is cause for the living entities' bodies, that is also being explained. Anna deva Sukra Sonita Rupena Parinatat Prani Sarira Siddhe. Living entities' bodies are made up of what? When male and female, that means Sukra Kanam, and Shronita means that's secreted in the woman, that Shronitam is secreted in the woman, and Sukra is secreted in the man. When these both are coming together, so a living entity started developing the body. And the Sukra and Shronita are Virium actually. Sukra and Shronita is a liquid of the woman. So both are coming from where? They are coming from Anna. Because of eating, this is developed in the body. And they are coming together with the system of the Vivaha Samskara, and they started giving the body to new living entity. Gross body is given to living entities. So that's why this body is made up of Sukra and Shronita, which is coming from food. And it is also maintained by that same Anna. Same Anna is maintaining this body. So that's why the basic existence of the society is based upon what? It is based upon the Anna. And the opulence of the society is decided by the amount of Anna they have. If they have amount of, that means more number of amount of grains, milk, fruits, and so on so, then that is opulent society. Not the number of buildings, not the number of factories, not the number of so-called bank balance. Bank balance is not going to decide your richness, because they are not going to feed your hunger actually. The real hunger is really fed by food. By eating money, can you? No, you should ultimately use that money to get food only. So that's why you need to work for the money. Then you work directly for food. That is real intelligence. Real intelligence is working for food, not for working for the money. So then society will be simple. Then society will be simple, systems will be simple. You exchange Anna with Anna. Then that is less complex society and sinless society. But when you bring this something else as a transaction, then that is going to bring so much complications. Cunning people, they start to, instead of working for the producing Anna, they try to get the money. And those cunning people becoming the strong and strong in the society. That's the economical system is imbalance. Economical system, economics. So our economical systems are imbalanced because our consciousness is becoming more and more on money oriented. It should not be money oriented. It should be production of food oriented and transact and exchange the food with the food. Then gone. Then all these middlemen, all these useless. So endeavors, everything is gone, and everyone will come onto the land, and they will become sinless actually. So producing the food grains is a sinless activity. But other activities, working in big factories, is a sinful activity. Because of this, one's consciousness is spoiled. It is degraded. They will become more and more subtly infected by the disease of the passion and ignorance and lust and anger and so on so. So that they are not able to understand. So Bhagavad Gita is the guiding principle for our basic existence in this creation. This is promoting production of the food. Next, how the rains are coming there. Rains are the cause for the production of the Anna. And Anna is cause for the maintenance of these bodies or production of these bodies. So, but from where the rains are coming? Yagnat bhavati parjanyo. Yagna. So, who is the cause for the rains? Yagya. Lokaihi krutena yagneneva samuchita vrishtiprada mega siddhe. That means in the general society, in general varnashram system, so they do yagya to various demigods. Who is the in charge of the rains? Indra is the in charge. So that's why they please Indra to get the rains from that grains. From rains, grains is going to give the life. So, but in the Daivavarnashram, you don't need to worship the Indra or Chandra. You directly do Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Sankirtana Yajna. Then rains will come. Then rains will come. When Bhakti Maharani is pleased, she will give everything opulently to that society, the devotee society. But she wants to test, she can test also. Lokaihi krutena yajneneva samuchita vrishti pradamega siddhe. Tasya yagnasya hetuhu karma. Then who is the cause for this yajna? The cause for this yajna is the karma. Karma means ritvik yaja mana vyaparatmakatvat karmana eva yajna siddhehe. Karma is the cause for the yajna. Ritvik yajamana vyaparatmakatvat. Yajna means what? Activity of activities. Yajna is nothing but if you want to do an yajna to please Indra, you should bring the different grains and different ghee and different padarthas, substances. You should brought, clean it, and make a havanakund, and then start chanting the mantras and offering. This is yajna. This yajna is involved with many. All the four varnas are involved in this. Kshatriyas has to protect. Vaishyas has to produce the grains and give. Brahmanas chant mantra and Shudra has to construct that yajna kunda. So like this, for performance of this yajna, all the four categories of the people in the society are involved. So that's why their karma is the cause for the yajna. What is that? Karma. Karma is the cause for the yajna. To perform yajna, we need mainly what? Brahmana should chant the mantras and also other different materials are needed. So that's why yajna, who is the cause for the yajna? Karma. Karma of individuals in the society. Then who is the cause for that karma? Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahmakshara samudbhavam tasmat sarvagatam brahma nityam yagne pratishtitam. Then from where this karma is coming? Brahmodbhavam. Brahma means what? This karma is coming from Brahma means Veda. Vedas are prescribing, hey Brahmana, you should do this. Hey Kshatriya, you should do this. Vaishya, you should do this. Shudra, you should do this. Then who is Brahmana, who is Kshatriya, who is Vaishya? Whoever in the goodness, they are the Brahmanas. That is going to be said in the coming sloka. In the coming slokas only, very soon it is. So anyway, so Vedas are prescribing the karma. So Veda is the cause for karma. And Vedas are what? Brahma Akshara Samudbhavam. This Veda is coming from Akshara Samudbhavam. Akshara means what? The supreme truth, absolute truth. That is, absolute truth is the cause for the Vedas. Yes? That's absolute truth is what? Krishna. So, Vishnu When he exhaled, these Vedas are coming out. And when he inhaled, everything, all the universes, everything is entering. So that's why, so Akshara Samudram. Akshara means what here? The one which doesn't have any Kshara, destruction. What is that? That is supreme truth, absolute truth. So Brahman, that is Lord Himself. And from where this Lord is coming, you want to ask this question. Who is the cause for the Lord? He is the cause of all the causes. Sarva Karana Karanam. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govind. Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all the causes and there is no cause for it. That means his cause for all causes means then who will be the cause for it? No one. So that's why he is the from when onwards he is there. From when Lord appeared, is there beginning date is there? No beginning date. Anad. You cannot imagine actually. No. Lord is beyond your material thinking. He is beyond the your conventional logics. That's why he is Lord. So he is there from Anadi. And he is the cause for Vedas. And he is where he is. He is everywhere. He is there. Ishvara Sarvakatam. Ishvara is everywhere. He is there. Wherever you see, he is there. Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yagne Pratishtitam. This Brahma is also there in Yajna also. If he is a Sarvagatam, means everywhere, then this Brahma can, that means absolute truth. Brahma means here what? This Brahma, first Brahma is Veda. And this Brahma is absolute truth. So, this third Brahma is also absolute truth here. Third word Brahma is indicating absolute truth. Where he is everywhere, and he is also situated in Yajna. So that's why Yajna. So one should perform Yajna really what? To please that. Because it's the cause of all the causes. So pleasing that is more important. Then that is higher consciousness. But one is not trying to please him, trying to use that yajna to please intermediate people, that is devatas, then he is the karma kandi. He is in the lower consciousness. So all the Vedas are coming from the Lord. That is being said in this. Asya mahato bhutasya nishvasitam etad Rigvedo yajurveda samavedo dharvangirasaha. All the Vedas are coming from Asya Mahato Bhutasya. That means Ananda Vishnu is a magnanimous. Nisvasitam. That means when he exhaled. Etat Rigvedaha. This Rigveda. Yajurvedaha. Samavedaha. Atharvangirasaha. And Itihasa Puranani. All Itihasani. Puranani cha. All are coming. So, why we should worship Lord? That is the reason. He is the cause of all the causes. We have body, that body is maintained by Anna, that Anna is coming from the rains, rains are coming from the Yajna, and Yajna is coming from Karma, Karma is coming from the Vedas, and Vedas are coming from Lord. So that's why intelligent people, what they do? They will use Yajna to worship Lord, not just to please the demigods and get the objects for the sense gratification. No, that is not real higher intelligence. That is Alpa Buddhi, Alpa Medasa. The demigod worshippers are Alpa Medasa, little intelligence they have. Atra yajyapi karya karana bhavena annadya ब्रह्मपर्यन्ताः पदार्थाः उक्ताः तदपि तेषु मध्ये यज्ञः एव विधेयत्वेन शास्त्रेण उच्यते इति. Mainly here what? Here from Anna to Lord. Anna, next rains, yajna, karma, Veda, Lord. In the all this, what is in our hands? In our hands, yajna is in our hands, which is prescribed by the Shastra. So that's why one you should use this yajna to please the Lord. Then that is a perfection of the life. That is going to give the perfection. So the last one is what? Lord. And to please Him, whatever is there in your hands, whatever is prescribed to you, what is prescribed to you? Yajna is prescribed to you. That you should use to please the last one, that is cause of all the causes, that is Supreme Lord. Okay. Next. Evam pravartitam chakram nanuvartayati haya agayurindriyaramo mogham partha sajivati. So chakra is there. What is that chakra? From yajna. So rains, from rains, anna, from the anna, what is going to happen? So bodies, the chakra, yajna, rains, anna, and living entities. And that living entities do yajna and anna, uh, rains and anna and living entities, bodies. So it's a chakra. Chakravana. एतद् अननुष्ठाने प्रत्यवायमाः. This is a chakram. From this rains. From this rains anna, food. From food, living bodies. So this is like this. And they do yajna, rains, food, bodies. Bodies are flourished. So that means one should do yajna and get the rains, get food, and get the bodies. If they maintain the bodies. If one follow this to maintain his body, do the yajna and get the rains and get food, then he is sinless. He is sinless. This activity is sinless activity. But whoever is not following this chakra, then that kind of lifestyle is sinful. Brahmanas in the society should perform yajna, and by that rains will come and Vaishyas will cultivate, produce the food. Sudras will help Vaishyas to do that, and Kshatriyas are going to protect that food, and also Brahmanas. So ultimately, everything is centered in where? Food. Food should be produced and it should be protected, and And for production of food, one should do the egg. One should do the egg. There is a main business. That is the main business of society, materialistic society. This much. How to conduct the society? This much plan is enough actually. Remaining all things are unnecessary things. Nowadays, this factories, that factories, these, that, these are all unnecessary. Food is also medicine. Even to cure the diseases, food is enough to cure the diseases. If you change the food to maintain kapha pitta vayu, then it's automatically health also will be maintained. So, for the basic survival, what is needed for our survival? Food. That food comes from the rains and rains comes from the egg. That means how do you conduct your society means this is system. But whoever is not following this, if they do something abominable things, like sinful things, instead of producing the grains, if we try to exploit the nature, now they are using the petrol. They are digging Mother Earth and getting the petrol, and from there they are filtering it in various levels. Whatever the final residue is there, from that they are producing the vegetable oil, and they are using this oil to eat. This is sinful actually. They are using some synthetic materials to produce the food. This is a sin. This is happening actually in the society. Okay. Something else is there in this. So whoever abhai indriyara, that means all the society is divided into varnas. They are performing the various activities. So that they are cooperating each other with the various activities and they are producing the food, and at least they have good arrangement for the living. And but next step is what? They have to offer everything to the Lord. Then that is higher level of society. And even further higher level society is not just doing and offering. Try to think Krishna 24 hours or chant or hear. Then that kind of consciousness is even further higher. That's a pure devotional fact. Okay. Any questions? Any question? Yes, Ravindra Sachiputra.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu.
Only one question that you said that working in the field, like that is growing of the grains, crops, is the only thing left is the only thing for the society and not the factories. But then while working and you also said that this is a sinless activity. But then when you are working in the field, what about the killing of those insects and bacteria and all those things? So that is taken care by Krishna and will become sinless also from that point of view, Prabhuji?
Since that is prescribed by the Vedas, so that will be Jivasya Jivanam. So, Nati Himsrena. That means for our existence, we should not do the too much sin. Too much sin means, so now the way of living is a too much sin. It's involved too much sin. Working in factories and so is a too much sin. But without sin, you cannot live. Even in the agriculture, there are living entities are died and sin is happening. But that is prescribed sin by the Shastra. But whatever is not prescribed by the Shastra, if you do, that is too much. You cannot say that, oh, anyway, here also sin is happening. Why can't I do big sin and work in the factories? Maybe a little bit more sin. But it is not said by the Shastra.
Oh God. Prescribes it. That is the important word.
Yeah. So whatever the sin is happening, like you are lighting your chuli, that means stove.
Fireplace. Yeah.
Then the many in the wooden sticks and also in the cow dung cakes there are some ants and sometimes some insects are lying and you cannot research everything and take it out. Then you put the fire, they are dying. So to come out from that sin, we have to do 5 yajnas. Brahma yajna, Pitru yajna, Deva yajna, Homa and both yajna and Nru. These are all there. So that you do yajna and whatever remaining part is there that you are eating, so that's why you are sinless. But you do big demonic activities and also you can come out from that. Is it said in the Shastra? Or there is no. They are in the mode of ignorance, actually. They are thrown into the hell. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Praladananda.
Dhanavad Pranam Prabhuji.
Pranam.
My question or worry is that, we are living in this chakra, which is sinful, as you are saying, not like that. So we are also part of the system and we also suffer the sins.
Yes.
But, we have taken shelter of Srila Prabhupada and we are doing some effort towards doing bhakti. So our fate is different from, this sinful life. Or, how do I understand this?
We are also part of this sin. Prabhupada didn't say that you should work in the factories.
Mhm.
Prabhupada said that have your own land and your own cows, produce the food, take it, save your time and chant Hare Krishna and go back to the God. We are not following Prabhupada, that's why we are all part of the sin. Absolutely, we are two ways sinful. One is offender, not following the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. We are grossly committing the third offense, Guru Ravagna. And another thing is we are using that. That means not only violating the instruction given by the Srila Prabhupada and Guru. That means he's a Guru. And one more thing is we are using the bhakti so that I'll be clean from this sin. We are doing the seventh offense, committing sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Holy name will purify my sin. This is another very big mistake, actually. It's a big offense. So that's why there will be no progress. It's very difficult, actually. So, because
So
this
what's the
movement,
remedy, Prabhuji? What's the remedy?
a
What should
remedy
I
is
do?
sincerely, one has to endure whatever said by the Prabhupada. Because we take very lightly this, but it is very important. We are completely neglecting the instructions. All these our activities should create the different atmosphere in the society. We should set an example. We are devotees of the Lord means we are not given the permission to do whatever we want in this nature. No. We are the more responsible people, and that's why we have to be very cautious. By seeing us, everyone is going to follow. So I can read some Prabhupada statements. There are so many statements actually. Prabhupada is saying, uh, uh, so Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the prime protector of Brahminical culture and the cow. Without knowing and respecting these, one cannot realize the science of God. And without this knowledge, any welfare activities or humanitarian propaganda cannot be successful. Okay? And there are so many actually where Prabhupada himself instructed so many things. Actually. That means so many times, same thing, not so many things, same thing. So Prabhupada is saying in another place, it is my ambition that all the devotees may remain self-independent by producing vegetables, grains, milk, fruits, flowers, and by weaving their own cloth in handlooms. This simple life is very nice. Simple village life, save time and other engagements like chanting and the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is a letter to Sister Krishna, Hyderabad, 23 August 1976. Like this, there are so many places, not one. You can find hundreds of instructions on same thing. So we cannot take the Prabhupada and us. Our farm projects are an extremely important part of our movement. We must become self-sufficient by growing our own grains. We must. He's saying we must actually. We must become self-sufficient by growing our own grains and producing our own milk. Then there will be no question of poverty. So develop these farm communities as far as possible. They should be developed as an ideal society depending on natural products, not industry. Industry has simply created godlessness because in industry there is no chakra. This chakra you don't find. So because they think they can manufacture everything that they need. Our Bhagavad Gita philosophy explains that man and animals must have food in order to maintain their bodies. And the production of food is dependent on the rain. And the rain, of course, is dependent on chanting Hare Krishna. Therefore, let everyone chant Hare Krishna, eat nicely, and keep their bodies fit and healthy. This is ideal lifestyle. Okay? What else we need, Prabhu, from Prabhupada? If we don't
It is
follow,
very
then
good.
whose mistake? It's our mistake. We are not
It's our
following.
mistake. Oh, yes.
And we are expecting
Uh,
big, big things.
so
Already
what's the
movement is
hope, Prabhuji? What's the hope? I'm just getting very depressed here.
no problem. I don't
So,
want to make devotees
no,
depressed,
but
but
it's kind of, I'm caught up in this cycle, which is completely sinful, as, Shastra says. But anyway, we are taking shelter of Srila Prabhupada. So maybe in future lifetimes, probably get some outlet.
definitely whatever bhakti we are doing, that's not
Yeah,
going to become vain. That
right.
definitely is going to make us, but we cannot demand the success immediately because as much as we surrender, that much result only we get.
Right.
That means
Thank
we
you very
are
much,
not
Prabhuji.
uh, we are not able to leave our some kind of comforts and whatever that means cozy life or whatever or something some conditioning or some kind of even some people want but the systems are not fully open so but endeavor
Right.
should be there and that means now onwards at least now also you can so start so involving helping and so that's why we started this Daiva Varnashram ministry. It is the so Prabhupada wanted so this movement has to become sinless. This movement should be sinless movement by producing their own food and they have their own so communities and it is going to guide the entire society in that direction. We are also pushing actually and trying to educate. So personally, I am also producing the food. We do cultivate 200 bighas of land, almost all 70 acres in Mayapur. I am took that responsibility. So gradually we are bringing that into more and more sattvic farming. Now it is involving some more sin is there, trying to remove actually. So please pray for all of you should pray and we give training for all of the people in the society and they can come and learn from here and then have some piece of land produce your grains. Land is there, but people are becoming the greedy and they are putting the so much money. So for purchasing 1 acre, you should give 5 crores, 10 crores like that nowadays. These are all artificial, Prabhu. These are all agenda is working to not to produce food and make more and more demonic. The whole agenda all the leaders of the society, demonic leaders, they are making such a way so nobody should get food and everyone should starve and cry and they will be happy. That is hidden. We are not seeing that. Artificially now, so they are making buildings and oh, your land is 2 crores. You don't need to work. You can sell and you can enjoy. What is this actually? This real estate business and all these are bogus. Making more and more situation complex and very, very difficult. But this kind of society is not going to continue for much time. No. Very soon it will fall down. But devotees are intelligent. That's why they should invest their money to purchase their own land and they should produce their food. At least 70 to 80% of society should engage in the production of food. Remaining are the Brahmanas and Kshatriyas. 90% should be engaged in the production of the food. 10% of people. So maybe some 9 people can be the Kshatriyas and 1 person is Brahman. Real Brahmanas are also very less. Who can explain the fact as fact? Now people are not able to speak fact in the front of people because they are fearful. If they speak fact, then they may not get the people. They may not get the following. That's why they are worrying for that. Then he is not a Brahmana actually. If you don't have dare to speak the truth, what kind of Brahmana you are? Not able to guide the society in the right direction. So everyone is becoming selfish and sense gratification centered. Okay, Prabhuji. Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
very much, Prabhuji. Thank you so nice. Recently, I went to DeLand, Florida. They got
Yes, Prabhu.
117
Yes.
acres of land they bought. It's called
Yes.
Veda Foundation. It's also part of ISKCON. So I was
Yes,
there
yes.
for 6 weeks doing Bhakti Sastri. So
Good, Prabhu.
since today, you are suggesting,
Yes.
I would buy some land there and go and stay there. That's what is, I'm getting
Yes.
inspiration from you.
Yes,
Thank you very
Prabhuji,
much,
please.
Prabhuji. Hari Bol.
Hare
That
Krishna.
was so
Hare
nice.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for all of you. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha. पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंद।